feel myself rotting. Perhaps some worm has spoiled the meat on my bones, but it is not, or has it ever been, material. The tissue that curls beneath the flames is what is left of a weave of dreams that had sustained sensation. I'm not someone hiding within me. I'm not lurking. I'm not some archaeological bone to be dug up with the brushes and metaphorical shovels. I'm the refuse, what gets burned away, the white blubber that insulates slick oil, grease, and fat. I am the belly that hangs over the belt and is not at ease. Pale pulp will have eternal life, but we are not impressed by the oily rainbow stain. Its tenacity is not an incident, but rather the clumsy trace of casual contact. Although I may inspire to being made a candle of, even I know it is the wick that brings the flame. Well, I can only prolong the business without really having been there at all. There you have it. There to be worked through. Will do for a slap and a tickle and a pinch. A tittle, a squidged wink aloft, and quick as a tipple, we are done for, all runny, consumed. Later, at an apparently vesper-like moment, maybe hazard a tinkle to announce all over the glen, like swallows here and there incontinent, a very probable darkening and dissolution thither, on the yon side of the chromed peals and clappers. To tell is to betray by undressing. Stripped bare of the veil, the bloodied remnant of reality, after the epiphany can only stutter in the stunned baby talk of bruises. What's that? What have you heard? Come closer. Do tell. Do tell. Do unfold a map of battlefields, a sketch of thwarted flight, a station-to-station network of itinerant unease, the territory of the body as it awakens to decay. The infirm day is navigated by chatter. Chatter is cartilage. Chatter is a fluttering wing moving between nebulous ghost murmurings and the sound of bugs cracking their skulls. Sibilant wisps escape the broken egg of each dream, where it rots amidst the shards of what was its kernel. Cloven of word and yclept with a covering name. Nothing here could be expected to grow. The cold wind is more than enough to gird us, and so the bud does not open. The pistil seals and the stamens curl. The call remains in the throat, and nothing moves in the direction it is supposed to. What do you call the backwards of a crop? Whose seeds the earth regurgitated, whose fruit only became greener and harder, who knew it must avoid the sun, whose roots could not drink, and only suppurated. Welcome back to the garden, boys and girls. A galled enclosure, citric and poisonous, clears its insides as if preparing a parade, as if hoisting a flag on one of its brimming towers. These towers walk, far from sensing that they are habitations. These towers once saw themselves as organisms. But years ago they entered into allelopathic conversations with the shadowy whispers of weaponry about them. By fives, by tens, by hundreds, like insects, the murky syllables of fear, of envy, of hate, and of cruelty began rising like bubbles through the veins of these towers that became rigid and ceased moving about, now concentrating on this swarming internal movement. Each scurrying syllable is just translucent enough to shimmer in the xylem, indistinguishable from any other mineral in the current. As the colony nests, it incites the towers to lay siege to everything around them. Pestilence and poison become the syntax of all proximity until devastated isolation surrounds each teeming and hollowed-out tower. Within great festivities, make the towers tremble and totter. After all, life has been encircled anew and is stupefied by its own jibber-jabber. Homogeny and unanimity have been accomplished. Clarity's bliss is about to burst into song. This is how we lie, lying, and lie to our lies, and lie adding lies to what were certainly perfectly good lies, but which now have been lied again, to lie layer after layer lied on, to make new lying towers and new lying streets in landscapes fresh with lies, where we as walking lies may stroll lying with the brush that broadly lies over the lies we have buried in the ground, windy and porous with lies, no longer distinguishable from lives. Do tell,